moment of a lifetime right there, 8:22. Family celebrating, the entire country celebrating, and here she is, BT Vancouver Morning Show exclusive, Nina Davuluri, Miss America 2014. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's it like watching that clip over and over?
I've seen it dozens of times and it never gets old. It's still very crazy that it's me.
Do they tell you as producers, okay, Nina, it might actually be you here, just amp up the emotion?
Absolutely not.
No, that's all real.
That's all genuine.
Well, what a moment for you, and I'm sure many stories to tell already. The one thing looking at you right now with this crown, it's very gorgeous. My big question is, how does it stay so perfect on your head? What's the secret?
Well, there's not a huge secret, but it's actually just bobby pinned to my head. We have elastic in there, and yeah, it stays on.
Nice. Well, the title is yours for the next year, and we were talking in the green room. 20,000 miles a month you were traveling. Yes. Every 48 hours you were really going to a different place.
Right, yes. And that's one of the wonderful things I get to do is be an ambassador for America and really travel across the public, or the nation really. I'm here in Canada on behalf of Joseph Ribkoff, who's our wardrobe sponsor, and it's actually what I'm wearing today.
Gorgeous dress.
Thank you. So he actually also donated to our scholarship fund, which is why I entered the competition, and I just won $50,000 to further my education.
Congratulations. And now that's a very good point, because when you talk about these pageants and Miss America in particular, what separates this pageant? Why is this one so important and so relevant?
Right. Definitely because of the scholarship money. I started competing when I was a teen, and I was a former Miss Michigan teen, and through that I earned $25,000 in scholarship money, and so with that money and with the generous help of my parents, I was able to graduate debt-free from the University of Michigan. And so this competition really promotes a well-rounded young woman. Not only are we talented, we also know how to interview, and I think that's really where Miss America is in that interview phase of competition, because we have a 10-minute private interview with a panel of 7 judges. And so it really promotes that well-rounded aspect of the young woman today.
You know, there's mixed reaction when it comes to pageants of people just saying it's a celebration of physical beauty. My big question is, what is the message? And looking with what you've done with the platform on cultural diversity and the hashtag Circles of Unity, what stood out to you? What did you want to do, and what did you want to say if you had, now that you've won the title?
Right. Well, I came into the Miss America organization with a vision, and Miss America has always been known as that national icon of the girl next door. But the reality of the situation is that we live in a world that's not as simple as black and white anymore. And so for me, it was really about embracing the diversity in North America, really. And so the girl next door is evolving as the diversity in America evolves, and that's why it was so relevant and so timely for me to have this platform and really have a megaphone now to speak about it and how relevant it is.
And the first Indian American to win this crown, obviously, we did talk about it on BT, some of the racial backlash that came out through social media. How did you handle that and not take that sort of thing personally?
Well, unfortunately, it was something I experienced on a smaller scale when I won the title of Miss New York. So I knew that going in, should I win Miss America, it would probably happen on a much larger level, and sadly it did. The silver lining with everything that happened was that for every one negative tweet, comment, or post, I received hundreds and now thousands of positive support and encouragement and really love from people, not only Americans, but people all across the world, and that's been really incredible.
And I admire the way you handle yourself with such class. Following this story, you know, coming up with the Indian roots, my big question was, what do your parents say when you say, because I know when I got into TV, they're like, what? Yeah. What about the investment side? What about being the business person?
Oh,
what did your folks say?
Yes, they were always supportive, but not necessarily encouraging.
And that's the best way to put it.
Yes, but I mean, you know, after all of this, they've single-handedly have seen how hard I worked, and so they're very proud, excited, nervous, all at the same time. So it's going to be an interesting year. What's
the first thing your parents said to you after you won the crown? What do you remember?
Can you start med school next year?
Of course.
Seriously, yes.
Gotta love the Indian parents, right? But one of the great moments you've had already is having the chance to meet U.S. President Barack Obama and going inside the White House, but it didn't stop there.
Right, yes. We actually were able to have a conversation, which was very surreal. And he was just very genuine, personable, and very thoughtful. So it was a very wonderful experience to have that time.
And you had a bit of a personal connection with the president going in.
I did, yes. He was one of our commencement speakers at University of Michigan while I was there. So I was able to talk about that with him, as well as the Miss America organization and my career ambitions recognition as well.
And what do you remember the most about having a conversation with the president? Because few can have it. What's the one thing that you take?
I think just the whole acknowledging the first Indian Miss America, the fact that he knew who I was and knew that it was a monumental, historic, timely year was really amazing.
Well, it's a great honor to have you on the BT Couch. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're doing us proud, and you can follow Miss America on Twitter at Miss America. I know you're in Vancouver for the day, and the next stop Calgary, and the tour continues.
Yes, I am. It does.
MissAmerica.org is the website, and you mentioned Joseph Ribkoff when it comes to the fashions. We have a $500 gift certificate if you want in on this. Email us now, contest@btvancouver.ca. Comes with the crown, and Russ comes with giveaways too. So great to meet you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem. Anytime, Russ. Good day today.
A nice job. Yeah, thanks, Riaz, and thanks, Nina.